Hello, my name is Sherry Najoka, and I will be your instructor for Accounting 114, Intro to QuickBooks Online. When you first enter the Canvas space, you'll have this Start Here module. Make sure that you read this first. There's a lot of information in here that will answer a lot of your questions. There's the syllabus assignment. It's your first assignment. You will click on the syllabus over here on the left, read through it. Send me an email if you have any questions about anything. If you're unsure, send me an email. At the very bottom, there is an acknowledgement button. When you click that, you will have completed the first assignment and earn your first 50 points. So there's the Netiquette Guide, a couple of other videos. Here's a direct link to the test drive that you will use for all of the Develop Your Skills, the DYS assignments. The book has 6 chapters. Each chapter is separated into 3 sections. The first section is the Develop Your Skills, where you will just be using the test drive to try to navigate. You'll learn how to do things, where everything is, that sort of thing. The second section is the Reinforce Your Skills. Most of those you will be doing in the company that you create in Chapter 2. And then the third section is Assess Your Skills. That's where a lot of the points will come for your overall grade, is in the AYS. There is nothing to submit for any of the DYS, the Develop Your Skills section. You have to do it anyway, even though there is nothing to submit. If you don't do them, the things that happen in the next sections will not be correct because you will be missing information. Make sure that you do all of the 3 sections in the book. Each chapter also has a quiz. The questions that the quizzes are from are in the book. So if you answer the questions in the book first and then come here to Canvas and take the quiz, you will have no problem and should be able to earn 100% on those. For each chapter, I have notes. These are things that often trip up students. So I suggest that as you're going through, that you read. I'm giving you specific notes for specific items. So for RYS 2-2, I'm telling you all of the services should be in the same format. That's something that a lot of students get wrong. So make sure that you're doing these things correctly. These are files that you will need to download, save them to your computer, and then you will use them in your company when the book tells you to. Chapter 2 is the first chapter that you actually have to submit into the eLab. As you go through the assignments in the book, you'll want to make sure that you're checking to see what needs to be submitted for each assignment. So, for instance, for this one, it says submit a screenshot of your chart of accounts. I'm telling you how much should be in your checking account. So $59,000. Here's my checking account. It says it's $59,000. Your submissions should look exactly like this. You'll use the snipping tool to take a screenshot of your company, and then you will click here. It will take you directly to the eLab where you will upload it. When you get to the AYS assignments, you'll be submitting an Excel file. So for the DYS, you're submitting a screenshot using the snipping tool. When you get to the AYS, you'll be submitting an Excel file. Make sure it's an Excel file and not a screenshot, because this is being graded by the computer. So if the computer sees that it's not an Excel file, you will earn a 0. So to submit your chart of accounts, open the chart of accounts, select Run Report, and export to Excel. The LA City Bank should still have $59,000 in it. Do not go past this assignment until you earn 100%, because once you go past here, you will not be able to come back and make corrections. So if you do all of the AYS assignments and you find out you have something wrong, you won't be able to go back and correct it. So when we look at 2-1, chart of accounts, you should have $59,000. But then you're doing some things, and when you get to 2-3, you should have 51,950. So if you do all 3 assignments and then go back to find out what do I need to submit, you're already too late for 2-1. Okay, the only other thing I wanted to point out is that as you can see, all of the assignments are currently open. So if you want, you can certainly do everything in the first couple of days of the semester. You're more than welcome to get ahead. There are due dates, so you should not wait until the very end to do all of the assignments. You will lose points for anything that is submitted past the due date. Note that you can submit all of the assignments multiple times. So if you're stuck on something and you're not sure, feel free to submit it. I will give you feedback. You can read the feedback, make any corrections, and then resubmit. If you have any questions during the semester, again, you can always email me. Let me know if you have any questions.